Okay, so
What is it like to be a female in the Marine Corps?
well, there are some very great things about being a female in the Marine Corps, and some not so great things. I guess one thing is that you will hear on a day-to-day basis is small talk, gossiping. You'd think that you left those high school years behind, but knowing that you're around college-aged boys all the time, it's gonna kind of continue. I'm definitely not putting the blame on everybody out there. Some people make mistakes and it drives people to talk, and it will kind of reflect on the whole female population. Some people just aren't respectful of others' own personal business. I'd say the best thing that I have learned is if people are going to make small talk about female Marines, rising above it is the best thing you can do. You can stand up for yourself, you can speak against them. Obviously, I always try to do everything in the most respectful way possible, so yelling at somebody and starting an argument is not the way to go. But what I've noticed the most is rising above it through actions probably has the biggest impact. My job is crash fire rescue. There's probably about 1,200 in my MOS, and I'd say maybe 30 females. I think we're getting a little bit more. It's a physical job. It's firefighting with aircrafts.
I guess is the best, simplest way to put it.
It's a demanding job physically. There's a lot of mental aspects, but the hard thing is that some females cannot hold up their end. And what's disappointing is that a lot of people will look down on you or talk about you versus helping you. What I've learned is if you know that there is something that you need to work on as a female in the Marine Corps, because a lot of times we do have to work harder, stay longer in the gym, uphold our image more, be held to a higher standard, because one female makes a mistake and it's like the whole population of females in the Marine Corps are paying for it. I remember always hearing about females, people saying how females can't keep up, they can't lift as much, they can't run as fast, simple things like that. A lot of it's physical. I'd been going to the gym prior to joining, but I knew that I still needed work. So I went to leaders that I knew that would actually help me instead of talking about me. I asked for help with lifting in the gym. I've had partners come lift with me. So there was a gym inside the building that I worked at for quite some time, and there were buddies who would come work out with me or help me or give me advice, and I would follow it, and I would notice that to be able to try to keep up, this person who is a male Marine next to me might only have to go to the gym for an hour, and I'd have to be there for 3 or 4. I usually tried to average at least 3 hours, and I knew my biggest weakness was
Cardio.
I hate running. I hate anything that just, no. But I love lifting, so I tried to work on cardio a lot, and I had buddies who helped me. Once you get into your workflow, you know your job better, maybe start suggesting things like,
Hey guys!
let's all go for a run. And do you want to help yourself, the females around you? Group motivation is one of the best things. PFT season. So I hate running, like I said, and there was another female who I've known since boot camp, and whenever we ended up having to run, we would run together. So I noticed she'd speed up a little bit, I would. I'd speed up a little bit, she would. And we were always pushing each other to try to get faster, push your limits. You're never in this alone. That's one thing I can say for sure, is that there are always people who are willing to help despite the others who might talk behind your back or put you down or make you feel like you aren't good enough. There's always going to be leadership, friends, co-workers, people who are going to help you. Another big thing about being a female Marine is when you get injured. You take the heat 10 times more. Because a lot of females do have more problems in the Marine Corps physically, such as our hips weren't made to completely take on as much as the males can. So I know a lot of females who have had hip injuries. For me, I injured my ankle last August and I had a surgery in February. There is still healing that needs to be done, possible more surgeries, but I remember the day that I injured it, I had a lot of coworkers telling me, "You're faking it," "Oh, you're fine," or "That's minor," or "Get over it," or "You're being a baby about it." And only you know your body. So I knew, no, something's going on, something is wrong. And then of course when they found out I had surgery, they were like,
"Oh, crap."
with a lot of females being injured in the Marine Corps, you're kind of looked at as like a liability. Like, oh, you're injured. Great. Another injured Marine. How is anything supposed to get done? Like, we'd much rather have this person over here. It's kind of unfortunate, and especially when you're injured, it feels like it's a time where people should be supporting you or helping you, and instead they're minimalizing you as a person, and that's not okay. But how I came above that is, it's all about mental attitude. I told myself that my health comes first over what anybody thinks. Am I gonna care what this coworker said that I was faking it 20 years from now, or am I gonna be worried about the way my ankle feels? I just encourage you guys, if you're injured, just take your health seriously. Don't continue to hurt yourself or push yourself more just because of what others think. I have some medical stuff going on in the Marine Corps, and I currently got placed on a med board yesterday. I can make a whole separate video just to let you guys know like the process or how I deal with injuries or what's going on, or if you have questions and you're going through a similar situation, I can help you out with that.
Another thing
About being a female in the Marine Corps is see, I feel bad making this video because being a female Marine, a lot of the hardships you encounter are from your fellow male Marines and sometimes even your fellow female Marines, when it's supposed to feel like they are people that are supposed to have your back, supposed to be there for you, supposed to be your brothers, your sisters, your family. I feel like it's hard to make this video because it feels like I am minimalizing them by talking about what they do to others. And so I want to try to say that many, many people in the Marine Corps are amazing. They have your back. They are there for you. They support you. They love you. They are the family you never had, but it's just that small percentage that can make it hard. It's all about who you hang around too. Try to place yourself in a positive environment around people that do want to help you, support you, be there for you.
My hair's a little wacko because that's my hair. And I know I'm getting a lot of comments saying I look like the girl from Brave. Her name's Merida, by the way.
I get it.
Another hard thing as a female in the Marine Corps is sexual assault, sexual harassment. I've seen it a lot, and it goes both ways. I've seen male Marines who have also encountered it or things like that, but as a female, it's greater. You gotta watch your back, because sometimes it can be someone you don't know, or sometimes it can be someone that you thought was a good friend. Anytime something like that happens, it is never the victim's fault. Contrary to many people's beliefs, they can say things like she asked for it, or look at what she was wearing, or look at how she was acting. And to anybody who has experienced this, Marine or not, that's not right. Not at all. but that does lead me to say that there are things you can do to prevent it. This is a video about what it's like to be a female in the Marine Corps, but some advice I would say you can take this and apply it even if you're not a Marine. Whenever you are coming around a new group of friends, be safe, have somebody know that's there with you. If there's alcohol involved and you're drinking, again, have someone you know and trust that's there with you, or limit what you do, or just be cautious of the people that are around you. It's even minimal things, like in the Marine Corps there's a lot of smoke pits because for some reason
Marines love tobacco.
And there's things called smoke pit parties. People will go out there at nighttime, they'll drink, they'll smoke, they'll hang out, they'll be drunk. When I walk past the smoke pit, there will be people who catcall you, who, whistle or make comments or ask you and invite you to come over. And I think a good rule that I follow that a lot of people should is that if they are people you don't know and you can automatically tell what they want, like, don't put yourself there. Just walk away. No one is ever gonna have more respect for you than yourself. No one is ever gonna love and care about you more than yourself. So above everything else, you should always put yourself first.
I feel like this video is just random and
Oh.
oh.
Let's bring it to a little bit more of an upbeat.
Don't know the word I'm looking for.
But being a female in the Marine Corps, it definitely takes you longer to get ready. I'd say it takes longer just because a lot of female Marines, if they have longer hair, they have to put it up in a bun. Or if they wear makeup, they take the time to put on their makeup. There's some girls out there who, just kill it. They got the short hair, they don't put on makeup, and they're like, whatever style fits you, go for it. Me personally, I do, my makeup every day. I always have to put my hair up in a bun because this lion's mane chick from Brave thing going on doesn't work. So, I know that usually I have to wake up like an extra half an hour before everybody else. I guess another minor thing that kind of sucks is that you get off work and people are like, let's go here right away. Let's go to the store, let's go to the beach, let's go out to get food, something. And the guys will just simply change and they're fine because they don't need to get that gel out of their hair. They don't need to wash their hair out. And some girls will actually even go out with their hair like that, and that's perfectly okay. But for me, having your hair gelled like that over time, it's not comfortable. So I know that I'm the one who's always like,
Hey guys, give me half an hour so I can get ready so I can get my hair out.
that's kind of a minor thing, but when it's every day of your life, it can get annoying. But that's why you'll see a lot of girls just
Cut it off.
and that was me in the beginning. I chopped it off. I was just tired of it. I was done with it. But then I realized having that shoulder length hair, for me personally, I hated it more. I would have rather done it every day because you're doing push-ups and it's falling in your face, the wind blows and it's just, you're eating your hair.
No.
A lot of stereotypes that you hear as a female in the Marine Corps is, oh, she's pregnant, or oh, she's getting married. But they always say it in such a bad way. And then, or oh, she's a bitch. Oh, she's gay. Oh, she's, excuse me, but a slut. Oh, she all these things. And it's such a horrible thing to hear. I hate so much that people care about what others do with their lives. Who cares?
Who cares what you think?
Let that person be happy. Let them live their life. Let them choose who they want to love. There's going to be so much talk about this, but personally for me, if you have an issue with the type of person that somebody is, there's no need to dehumanize or put that person down. If it's just not somebody you like, just don't hang out with them. You'll be doing them a favor by not bringing that negativity into their life. So let them be. Don't let what others say justify who you are as a person. Don't let them ever take away from how you feel about yourself, because like I said, no one will ever love you more than you love you. And
cheesy again.
But it's true.
I feel like I went on a rampage. And I'm really bad about knowing how to word things. So I hope that nothing I say offended anybody or anything like that, 'cause that's the last thing I want.
I think what will help make the next video better is having you guys comment questions, concerns, things you want me to talk about. If there's anything that you want me to expand on, go ahead and leave a comment and I will,
Well, if you listen to this whole video, that's a surprise, because I know, for one, I don't always like to listen to people rant, but then again, I'm also the person up till 2 a.m. watching YouTube videos.
So, congratulations on making it to the end of this video, because I know that was probably rough.